Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be solving a question on sequence, and we are going to be looking for the nth term of the given sequence of numbers that we have on the screen. Now, before we go ahead to solve this question, we need to understand the nature of our sequence. Is it a linear sequence? Is it a geometric sequence? Is it a quadratic sequence? So this is what we do. We pick the sequence out. We have 6, 13, 24, 39, 58. Now, we want to determine if it is a linear, a geometric, or a quadratic sequence. So the first thing you do is you look for what we call the first difference. So the first difference is the difference between this first set of numbers. So what do we do? What is the difference between 13 and 6? That is 7. The difference between 24 and 13, that is 11. The difference between 39 and 24, that is 15. And the difference between 58 and 39, that is 19. So this is the first difference. So we go ahead and look for our second difference. With this first difference, we have established the fact that it is not a linear sequence. And of course, this is not a geometric sequence, because when you find the ratio of any of these terms, right, we are not going to be getting the same thing. So if I do 13 over 6, that is not equals to 24 over 13. It is not equals to 39 over 24. So that makes that not a geometric sequence. Now, also using the idea of this first difference, we have established that it is not a linear sequence. So we want to confirm if it is a quadratic sequence. So you find the second difference now. So 11 minus 7 is 4. 15 minus 11 is 4. 19 minus 11 is 4. Now, since the second difference is the same, it means that what we have here is a quadratic sequence. A quadratic sequence. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to try and get the nth term of this quadratic sequence. So I'm going to remind you of something. We know that the nth term of a quadratic sequence looks like this. This is how the nth term looks like. Now that we have our second difference, our A is always the second difference divided by 2. So I'm going to do 4 over 2, and that is 2. So that means right now, I know that this will be 2n squared plus bn plus c, replacing this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come back to my original sequence. I'll write that out: 6, 13, 24, 39, and 58. And I'm going to do 2n squared, this first term. I'm going to do 2n squared here. So I'll do when n is 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 2 is 50. So I'm now going to do the subtraction. I'm going to subtract this term. So this is 4. 13 minus 8. That will give me 5. 24 minus 18. 24 minus 18 will give me 6. This will give me 7, and this will give me 8. Now, I'm now going to look for the nth term of this sequence. So if we see, you see that this is a linear sequence, because the difference between this term is 1. They are the same. Now, going back to the shortcut I taught you in our last video about linear sequence, I'm going to get my linear sequence. I'm just going to find the common difference, which is 1. So I'll just say 1n, which is the same thing as n plus. So n plus what will give me 1 plus what will give me 4, that is 3. So it means that my nth term for this sequence is 1n plus 3, which is the same thing as n plus 3. So I can come back here and see that therefore it means that I'm going to be having 2n squared plus 1n plus 3. And you can just write that as 2n squared plus n plus 3. And this is the nth term of this quadratic sequence. Now let's confirm if our answer is correct. So if we do 1 squared is 1 times 2, that is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3, that is 6. Let's do for 2. When n is 2, 2 squared, that is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. Let's do for when n is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. So if we continue in that order, we'll see that we get all the terms of our sequence. I hope you've learned one or two things in this class today. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.